Greetings, greetings. I'm late, but I'm early. Hello, guys. Happy freaking Friday night. We are here on 8/8. At 8:08 was supposed to be the start time. But I thank you guys for being a part of the tribe. We're going to get into each Zodiac one card tarot horoscope at this time. And I don't know, forgot something. I think, let me see. I did. I'll be right back. Okay, I am tripping. But I'm here again. I tell you, to be honest, it has been a day. It has been a week. And because we are trying to get these kids in line and ready for school, baby, it has been something. Okay? So salute to all the parents. Salute to you, because it is not easy to get this done. It is not easy to do it on your own if you're alone. But either way it goes, we're doing it, we're getting it done, and they're going back to school. My hair's all over the place. I literally boom back, boom back, boom back, bam. I've been all over the place today, my friends. So I'm going to tap in. We are going to center ourselves. We are going to get into each zodiac sign, one card horoscope, all from Aries all the way down to Pisces. I'm going to use the Santa Marta, and thank you for the like immediately. I'm going to use the Santa Marta Oracle deck, and we're going to tap in. Hi, Nancy, press beautiful name. We're going to get right into each sign because I made you guys wait long enough, right? So I thank you again, and we're going to tap into it. I have to get started. I ain't got time for y'all antics. If you're saying hello to you. If you want to be rude, I got to get back to you later. But I thank you for being here. So here we go. Tap in, chat amongst each other. Tell me where you're from. If you live in Florida, if you would like a reading, if you're local, right? That would be awesome. But we're going to tap into each sign at this moment, okay? Hi. Oh, I ain't got my glasses. That looks like a little longer name. Here we go. Each zodiac sign, Aries, all the way down to Pisces. I'm still going to have a shot with you guys. I told Mister, because he's on his way to do something, to bring me back a little red stripe. I'll take a little swig with y'all online. For the 4K subs, right? I owe you guys big time. We were supposed to celebrate long ago, but we're going to have a little one tonight, okay? Spirits. What sign, symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for Aries? Thank you for the hearts. Please come through, come forth, and show us clearly. All right, Aries, you're up first. The first card we have, I love the hearts. Thank you guys, you're the best. The first card we have, Aries, is the Ten of Pentacles. Minnie Pooh one. No, that's her. Okay. Making sure I'm getting love and it's coming from the other way. Thank you, Minnie Pooh. Aries, the 10 of Pentacles. Thank you. I'm feeling like this week you may go looking for an opportunity or trying to walk into some sort of deal that's not meant for you, or it's like a closed thing here. I don't feel that this gathering or this meetup, whatever it is something you're supposed to be a part of, because the windows are dark and you're shut out. So if you're not supposed to be a part of something and you're kind of making your way through the door anyhow, it's going to be a little hard for you to either fit in or I really feel sit down, to be honest with you. And when I say sit down, I mean be comfortable. Because in this instance, I feel like if this is not coming up this week, this is coming up eventually before the end of the year peak. And it just really feels like, you've had this whole incompletion of something that's separate from this. And it just feels like you're just forcing your way, or kind of just walking right in thinking something's going to be given, and it's not. So, this week, it could happen within 10 days, but I'm really feeling like, this is not for you. So don't try to invite yourself in any way. If no one's asked, just say, oh, I'll come too. Don't do that type of stuff. Really just let someone invite you. If you're invited in, then we've got a different message. But if you're not being asked to go anywhere, just don't show up where people are going to be, or this opportunity, whatever this is, okay? We have number 16 in the Santa Muerta Oracle deck. And this means for you, Aries, now I can't pronounce these words, these names. I'm not even going to hold you, okay? Quetzalcoatl, and that's probably not how I'm saying it, so no disrespect to my Espanol Spanish friends. But what the advice from the dead would be, Aries, this week: do not fear and do not give up. Through perseverance and insistence, you will reach your goal that you desire and that you most of all deserve. So don't go looking for something that's not called for you or warranted. I feel like if this is something that you're invited with, it'll be a surprise and you'll kind of just go with the flow of this. But if not, just don't hear a wind of something and take the opportunity to go, because you're going to get a little rejection, okay? Rejection is here if you try to invite yourself in this door here, all right? Taurus. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. The funny part is the reflection of self, you tend not to see very easy, but when it comes to other people, you pass the test. You do great here. So I'm really feeling like this image that we're seeing is a reflection of you that you really need to tap into, because things are getting scary. Whether these are thoughts that you're thinking, actions you want to pursue on, whatever this is, it's just in a negative form, but it's in your reflection. So this week, I feel like you're really going to be put to the test as to who you are as a character or as a person, because it's more or less some darkness is going to come out, but it's not shadow work where you're figuring or working stuff out. This is like ill will, ill intent, but it's in the reflection of self. So I feel like you may just lose it. You may have some sort of breakdown here because of a temperament. This may be a part of who you are. You may not be able to know how to pass the test and keep going through this cycle of mirroring images, because you won't see some sort of lesson in self. This week, you're going to be asked to go deep by the universe, and it might just be some sort of breaking point here that gets you to see self. We've got 29, 9, 10, 11. May happen in 11 days or so. But 29 means for you in this moment, Taurus, art. The advice from the dead. Your project has taken an important scope, and it is necessary to communicate it and transmit it creatively to the outside. So, like I said about this reflection of self, you may just be holding in the fact that you are procrastinating some way, you're supposed to handle something, or you're just being in the state of mind where you are negating yourself in a reflection. Now you're going to have to be asked this week to go back in and kind of paint on this canvas over again. So definitely be prepared to indulge in self, okay? But it's work to do, not having fun. Don't lose your mind. Don't get caught up in voices. It is so easy to do when you are upset and you don't know which way to turn. And then again, you're not sure if what you're doing is good enough with self, or you may just be feeling a little bit depressed. Don't let these emotions take over, because you're going to lose your head in reflection of self this week, okay? Gemini. What was that? Gemini, we got the 9 of Cups. The feelings really come through as if, you know, you may have gotten some news and you're really happy about it, even though it may be not fair or inappropriate. But I feel like you are kind of being vindicated in this moment this week with more good news that's going to be pleasurable to you. But in a sense, it's like something you may have manifested. You may have been, you're maybe working on some writing material. You're doing something to use something as an example. And I feel like the more that this comes forward with you being happy in the news or some sort of report, there is going to be some sort of commitment to you going forward. You have your foot kind of in a relaxed state because you've been working so hard and you are enjoying this news or whatever it is that you're getting. And I feel like you are going to use this example if you can remember something. This week, try to take more notes, try to do more journaling, because you're precisely putting something in chronological order, but you don't want to forget anything or anybody. And I feel like this week, it's very easy to do where something's going to come over where it's forgotten of you, and it's important because it's beneficial, okay? Don't overindulge. Take notes. Keep tabs of where you are in your work. Because I really feel like this is going to, whatever this news and whatever it is that you're getting, it's going to be some sort of good show. All right, and then we have number 11. Who I say number 11? The sign before that. Number 11. What is this about? Well, 11 is getting close to an experience. I know that off the top, numerology, right? But, oh my gosh, I hate these names. I'm so sorry. No disrespect. I don't hate the names. I can't say the names. What?
Let me look at it.
Metichukatala.
Which one? 11 or 12?
11. Precisely, number 11. Okay, that's the word. That's the name. However, the advice from the go ahead.
Miteka something.
Miteka.
I don't want them to see me.
The advice from the dead, so we can move forward. Thank you, Pooh. The advice from the dead is study and analyze as you have done is study and analyze. Study and analyze you have done is sufficient. And time has come to put them to work in acting your own synthesis. So when I told you whatever it is that you are getting rapport on, you're going to use it as some sort of example. You've got to really take notes so you don't forget, because you are going to be, there's something that's really peeking in that's bright, and it's going to be like, oh my goodness, what was I saying? Or oh my goodness, what was I writing? And you're going to miss out on something that you know, that could really be boisterous besides, I feel like being stuck in your head. So this is beneficial. Do not lose track of what you're doing here, because it's going to happen. But the rapport that's coming is, definitely going to keep, I feel like, interest. Gemini, you've got a lot going on, but it's all like in a secretive form where you're just happy with what you got going on. Keep it going. We are getting into Cancer. Oh my goodness. I didn't even get a good shuffle. The world is here in reverse, and I'm pretty sure you had that like a week or two ago. There is some sort of a lack of achievement coming because doors are closing. Slam, 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 all the way down the hallway. These doors are not opening up. And I feel like it's because of the way that you're taking this path. You may have tried to dibble and dabble in something to get attention with I want to say the devil. I'll say that. Because you only are supposed to call or be in connection with people, spirits that want, and when I say spirits here, I mean just like the energy of the heart space. You're only supposed to want to be involved with people that can be a benefit or get you to that next destiny, that next place. So I feel like if all of these doors are slamming all the way down the hall, you don't have any success here going forward, I feel like it's going to be hard for you to pick up and figure out which way to go. And the only way that this is going to come to a different turn, I feel like, Cancer, is for you to give some sort of recognition of a fall from grace, own up to something that has really played chess, not checkers, in your face. But it's not going to get any better, any easier this week. We've got 22 here. This is the number 4 if you break it down. When we talk about the number 4, that's the foundation of self. So you got to know you've got a lot of work to do here from the very beginning. But it's all in the matter of what are you learning? What are you studying? What are you still hesitating? Okay? All right, we're getting it together. Sorry, guys. I got a different vibe. Not to mention it's 8/8, and I got a lot I need to do tonight for myself, right? 22. Intellect. That's a word I can read very easily. The advice from the dead is to put an instinct aside for a moment and analyze the situation that you are in rationally. Sometimes we tend to think things because we have to prove some sort of point, or we think we're smarter than the average 5th grader. We're just smarter than everybody. But now it's really time to reevaluate what are you doing with the mentality. Because it seems like you're going to have to learn a lot more than what you're actually all knowing. And this week, it's like, regardless what's going on in the background setting, you're still lacking some sort of achievement here, I feel like, for the rest of the month. Good luck to you, Cancer. All the best. Please take what resonates and lie the rest down where it does not. And somebody else is passing by. They will pick it up. I'm sure of it. Oh, Leo. What we are in now. Give us a fire, blazing ball. Give us a sign. The High Priestess, number 2 now. The handbook for the recently deceased is a guide, right? It's some sort of manual that you follow while you're on this other side in the movie, right? But I'm feeling like, Leo, you may think that you're all knowing in some sort of, I feel like, path you're taking with a new aspect on a vision. You may be tapping into a stronger faith. You may be trying to go to church more. You just may be really splitting something in half with a feeling that feels spiritual. And if you're not, this is the universe asking you at this time, what are you waiting for? Because it feels like, you're waiting on some sort of instructions to come to you, but this isn't going to happen because you are not taking the instinct, the intuition, the power that really derives in you. So if you're not using your God-given instinct, talent, or intellect, I feel like you're going to be on some sort of mission alone, because this person is like halfway. This person is halfway out of it, the path that you're on, whether it's with them or you're just in their presence. Why? Why is that? Could you tell me more about the recently deceased book, on what's the manual, what's the guide, and what it should be all knowing? When did you get home?
Like 5 minutes ago. She had to go give her mom her car back. So just go.
Teenagers, right? So this is all happening because of these obstacles that I feel like you're putting in front of yourself. Because instead of really focusing on things that need to be fixed in the spiritual, in the mindset, or this path, or whatever it is that you want to take to really be committed in, it's like a gimmick. It's like you're worried about everybody else and some sort of opinion. And this person that you are on the spiritual journey or thing with, whatever, they're catching on they're picking up to it. So if they're catching on to you and something's slowly fading in the energy, it's an obstacle, I feel like, that you're creating because of something that's black and white you refuse to see. Something that you just refuse. Let me give you something worth a boost of energy and luck, Pooh. You got 27, that's 9. Let's see. I think this was work. 27. Oh, harvest. 26 is work. Almost. So harvest is here. And the advice from the dead is you have not reached your final realization, but the results are coming. So preserve and continue in your work. So I feel like, what's really coming through is that you've got to really fill up your own bowl, your own personal area, rather than like doing something for attention here. Doing something because this other person has asked you or kind of split some sort of deal. But this energy is fading away from you because it doesn't feel like you are serious or you really don't belong here. Either way it goes, you've got to figure out what it is that you want for your world, right? In front of you, your vision and your peripheral, which is all the same, but you know. Okay, Virgo. You got the 8 of Cups in reverse. I feel like you may be lying to a woman that you're living with, or that they keep a shoulder on. You lean your shoulder on them. You lean on them. You're dependent on them in some way. And the more you lie to them, the more they believe it, honestly. And I don't know why the lie feels better than the truth, but this is obviously something that you're used to doing with this person. And so since this is coming in as a lie, but you're doing this to get by, eventually something's going to feel procrastinated or a lack of interest, because the universe knows the dark truth, but you refuse to tell them. It's like you would just rather play this game of pin the tail on the donkey blindly for some reason. This week, just keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously working, even though it's not fair. It doesn't feel right. And the number 5, and it is an inability and struggle that you're going to have to pay for at some time in your life. Hey, everything that you do wrong, unwarranted, comes back twice. And people really don't think that their actions, their words have consequences. What world do you guys like? I can't go by without trying to be right, without trying to do something right. Because what happens is it comes back to revisit. It comes back to kind of stick. So now I feel like this inability or whatever this problem is that creates fire and passion in this romantic life of yours, Virgo, keep having at it, but eventually it's going to catch up. You're at free will, and this is will to do what you want. The advice from the dead is proceed towards what you desire without fear. Trust in what you have learned and accumulated until now without hesitation. That's a real positive message behind some sort of demon activity. I digress. We listen, we do not judge. Okay? So keep this lie or keep this pacify, whatever you're doing, it's seeming to work, but eventually you're going to have to pay for it. Libra. You've got Judgment and you've got the 8 of Pentacles. 8 is all over because I'm tapped in. How many 8s have we had this whole reading? Leave me a number in the comments, okay? Because this has been like, at least I know number 3. 8 has popped out once again, babies. Virgo, you have tried to sit You may have tried to sit down before somebody that's a little more knowledgeable or that can get you through a situation. And if you sat down with this person and there are no results in the end, it is all because of your accordance. It's something that you just refuse um, to kind of listen because you feel that they're telling you something wrong, or you feel you are casting too much judgment upon, but who are you to do such? And this person, if you haven't sat down with them, the time is coming very soon. Maybe an older female, older woman, but this energy really is going to come with they don't know nothing. But whatever they're telling you, and this could be a dream that also comes too. Whoa. Whatever they're telling you, you have to take out like personal opinions, directions, and thoughts that are not valuable. Because in acting like you're either afraid of them or you already know what they're going to say is going to backbite this week in two ways. Whether it is a phone call or somebody close to you squeezes some pressure, and not in a physical sense. It's like to press you on what you're going to do here. And in that sense, that's really when a white face comes and you're going to be scared. I don't know what that means. You can't act like you know everything when you sit down with this lady, with this person, with this energy, because then you're casting this own curse or this own spell over your life going forward because of some sort of words, advice, or something you're not taking heed to here. Tell me one more time. What does this mean with the 8 and the 20 at this time? The Wheel of Fortune. So don't make any bad plans. Don't make any wrong moves. Don't make any rash decisions without being rational. Because I see that is going to put some fate and destiny that I don't think you were prepared for, or that's just foreign to you. But you really got to be vulnerable with this person, or it's going to flip on you in a bad way. Be patient, be kind, and listen to what they have to say. Sagittarius. Hey. You got the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like this week, it's beyond repair with this whole community. Wherever you live or wherever you're parking this car, wherever it is that you're constantly getting tickets or constantly having some vandalization. This week, you're going to be using those feet to either walk or get around, so you better be prepared for something along those lines, literally this week, because the lack of responsibility because of financial issues, I'm no judgment, this vehicle or whatever needs to be paid is going to catch up with you in some way. And I don't see the law, so they may let you go if it's pulled over or something like that. But this vehicle is a part of a problem you've just refused to kind of solve. And now it's like we're getting into the end of the year, and you're really being tested in your financial energy. Thank you. And you're also being tested in how you are thinking responsibly here. So please don't be too proud to beg. Don't be too proud to walk, to get on the bus, to walk, to catch the train, whatever it is. Do not have pride up here, because you've had a lot of time to get something handled with your vehicle and you haven't. And it is now time to come back around to revisit you, to see, to kind of spank you again, unfortunately. Good luck to you, Sagittarius. We got number 19. Don't lose your head on this, because that's exactly what you're going to do. You may just have a breaking point and punch somebody, and then you've got a lawsuit. Do not get upset. Just handle the vehicle problems as you should, because you have a memory of this, and this is memory, okay? of this happening before and something similar. The advice from the dead is take advantage of the reserve of the culture and experience that the people that came before us have accumulated, okay? Everybody wasn't on in a Rolls Royce or driving these nice things. They were on the bus, the back of the bus at that. Get to the back. They were in the back of the bus. So do not be too prideful to kind of do things that you used to do in the past to get around. Because what's happening is something that you've kind of, I don't feel like you've forgotten about. You just couldn't afford it some way, somehow. And now it's coming back around because vehicles, they need love too now. All right? Do not lose your head. Just be prepared for it. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we have the King of Wands and the Four of Wands. All fire energy, fire sign. All right. Scorpio, I am not saying that. I'm not saying that. Move on. You have somebody that's admiring you that may be younger. They may also be of the opposite sex, but they're admiring something that's a little dysfunctional. And I feel like now the door's open, the window's open. They're going to peek through and actually see something this week. And you don't want to be the wrong influence of something that's shady or something that you're putting up with only because you feel that you don't deserve anything else. However this goes. Because this person, this younger energy that's watching and admiring you is definitely taking notes and will eventually experience this thing, whatever it is that you're going through that feels a little shady. I don't think it's any of your business to sit here and tell them, oh, well, this is going on and all of that stuff. But just be mindful of what you're doing in front of this younger person. Why? Because they are devoted into learning everything from you for some reason. You may be their guardian or you may just be their mentor. But they're super committed and devoted into learning everything that you kind of experience and what you go through. And I think they don't want to mimic. They just want to be a part of what you do because they love you. They're interested in everything. They want to hear the stories. They want to sit down. They want to have conversations. But it's just a bad thing. Teach them something else that they can learn from in a positive setting until you can get this all figured out. That's shady. Okay? Love you too. Let's get some advice from the dead, okay? You have to slam my door on the way out here. I'm kidding. We got the 8 and we got the 4. You got 2. So, Scorpio, give me a moment. 8! 8 again! Oh my goodness! I'm on fire here! Ah! All right, so of course I'm going to read 8 first. This is the light, Scorpio, and it's lit up just like you, just like the world. All right, your advice from the dead is a source of pure energy feeds and lights your journey. Proceed in your projects without hesitation. Any shadow will be dispelled. And like I said, y'all might just get into a full-blown argument here and you're watching them and they witness it. Whatever this is, don't let them see that part because they admire that from you as well. And it is a light in you. It's no disappointment, but it's like we have to be mindful of how we are in front of the next generation or whatever we're trying to do, so people are influenced or inspired, right? It has to be a positive thing. Here's number 4, and it is, just had it, sorry. Love, of course. Love, 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 la, 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 makes the world go round. The advice from the dead is act responsibly, bearing in mind not only your needs, but also what they will cause in the environment you live. It's all shady business, but you have a light that people are attracted to, especially this younger person. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to be on you all night, Scorpio. Capricorn, we're almost through the doors. All right, Capricorn, here is the Seven of Swords. You're lit up here, too. I'm feeling like this thought and action that's coming in is some sort of hesitation because of something you thought you could be adapted to, but now you're having regrets or they've misused. And anybody that makes you think twice is something that needs to be reevaluated every time, but it may be too late now. However this goes, I feel like this week it's really in the magic form where you're going to see that you shouldn't have never like either moved in, went up, went down. You shouldn't have never just placed your feet, because now that you've taken the initiative and took those steps and you're stuck here, I just feel like you're going to be pulled from both ways, but it's in a dark space that's going to dim your light in some way. And we don't want to be pulled by anything or anybody that's not in a like good for our spirit, that doesn't mean well here. You never want to be pulled in a direction that's unfair. This may not happen next week. This may happen in 7. Literally. Excuse me. 15, 6 or 7 weeks. This is not going to happen immediately because everything's hunky-dory right now. What does 15 mean? It's balance and harmony. Everything's good. Everything's peachy. But it ain't, baby. The advice from the dead. Can I say this name? Telazolatiol. Number 15. The advice from the dead is to trust your intuition, but first, accept and admit your defaults to yourself. Only in this way can your journey be prolific, rich, and unobscured by your ego. And you know what? You honestly just may have gotten too big for your britches and said, oh, okay, I can do this just because they gave you a green light to go. Whatever this situation is, you will be pulled to kind of reevaluate the circle, reevaluate why you did this in the first place. They may be giving birth and they may ask you to move because they need the space. Something is coming. Do not get comfortable in any way. And I only say that because the baby's coming out the bottom here. Okay, I didn't just pull that out my ass. Man, here we go. As you say. We are almost to the final 2. Aquarius? And I'm out of here, Pooh. We got Temperance, Sagittarius energy coming through. Capricorn, it is time to get some balancing out in your home. It's very imbalanced with the decor, with the space, with the happiness of what you've kind of vibrated towards. It may not even be yours. You're just having to deal and do because it's their stuff and you have no space for you. But you are now needing something to be revamped in your life and in a way where it's getting rid of some imbalancing energy and some chaotic thoughts. I don't know if you can ask to hang pictures on the wall. I don't know what you can do in this space at all. But it is time for you to revamp where you are because it is not aligning with your spirit, and that puts you in some sort of funk. And this week, it's really going to take over because time has been ticking for you to do and get what you want. And you haven't been able to find that flexible spin to find that balance out for you in this moment. So it's really time to shake things up a bit. One. You're the one, Pooh, not the 2. I don't deal with people who are the 2. You were only the 1. That's how you got here in the first place, hon. Huh? Come on. Y'all got to know who y'all is. That's why y'all here, right? So if you know you are the one, you know you deserve life, you deserve all the good things that you want at any point in time, why are you settling for anything less? Because it's all darkness here that you're dealing with. The advice from the dead is take a moment's pause, meditation or study. as you need to understand what form to give your energy and where to apply it. And your home is just the first place to get started, because your home is your castle. It is supposed to be your place of peace, and you are supposed to have your feng shui all over the vibe. That's your energy, right? I get people all the time, either they're afraid to come in here, right? Or they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. I would love to have my house as a museum one day, whether it's Halloween or not. Like, I want to take it up another level. I've seen some really cool Halloween houses. And you have to take pride in your space. Do not feel hesitant or put in a dark, nobody puts baby in the corner, okay? Nobody puts baby in the corner. Aquarius. Holy moly. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Well, you've been asking, you've been begging, you've been pleading, you've probably been working hard and doing things you really are not comfortable doing anymore. And no pages are turning. It may just be getting to the point where you've got to figure out where you're going to go. I figure this is now because you've really spent too much time not focused on something that's gotten you lazy, very lazy, or procrastination. And in this energy, it's like you've let a lot of things pass you, including like going shopping, a new wardrobe here. So it's time to stop feeling as if you have to be on this hidden planet. You have to live in this mindset as to where you can't be around folks, or you're just, it's in a country setting. However this goes, you're eventually going to need a solid place to call your own. You're going to need solid energy around to create and build stronger, taller funds. There are a lot of things on the line that I feel are involved with the envious. Whether you have an envy problem, whether you are not wanting to let something go, going forward. What's this hesitation with this Page of Pentacles that won't turn? Please. The confusion of confinement in cancerous energy. You hold yourself hostage, and you really are doing this where you're living. And you've had a golden idea, but your hands were behind your back only because you couldn't move physically. You couldn't do it. I'm feeling like this is all going to, this is going to be a heavier rooted problem in the future, because it's like something is set in stone on a locket. It's like you're holding it so close to your heart. It doesn't matter what the fuck I say. It doesn't matter what anybody says next. It's like mama knows best. You mama's house, you know best. Well, if you know best, you know better, then why isn't this being done better? As far as no more laziness, no more procrastination in a home setting. You got 24, that's 6. The balance and harmony really is some sort of fraternity. I know this. The balance and harmony is some sort of community or people around that you may be avoiding. 24 is... 24 was flux. I thought wrong. Sorry. 24 was flux. The advice from the dead is, remember that you are the one in the present, okay? Holding your future, and if that you want this future to be positive, you must first look inside yourself first. Because every action you decide to take in the world is nothing but a reflection of yourself. And I feel like you had so many people to lean on, but they are no longer here in the heart space. And I don't know why they've been pushed away, or they're not a part of your world anymore, because it's just smaller in the hand setting here. There's no turning back, but I feel like going forward, you really got to let go of what's holding on to this locket. Once this is released, I feel like solid living, money, thinking. The energy is all going to shine like so easily. But first, you've got to do some work. You've got to do some leaning. And you may need to lean on yourself to get this done, because you may be struggling to sit with yourself. This week ain't going to get any better. Toughen up, okay? We're on the final one. Pisces. You got this, Aquarius. It's going to get better, because you have to know what you need to release first. It's on the heart. I'm not doing all of this. You're crazy, Pisces. All right. You got 4. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got the Chariot, Cancer energy, Earth energy, Pentacles. You got Fire, 2 of Wands. And you've got the 4 of Swords. All right, Pisces. Well, you can overcome some overwhelming obstacles or energy that's going forward once you get away to recoup with the one you love. If that person is no longer around, it is time to kind of get away by yourself, because you need to venture off. You need to connect with yourself again, or the world in general. And having this sort of connection, I feel like, is going to bring in some new calming, intuitive energy that is lacking. Right now, it's like nothing but vengeful, temperamental bullshit that's coming through that's distracting. And that kind of stuff I graduated from, so I don't want to go back. I want you to now see that you got to start treating yourself with more care, whether it's self-care or just an indulgence here. Because in doing that this week, you're going to get some clarity, I feel like, in this energy of an enlightenment. And this enlightenment is something I feel like you've been looking for or searching for from a lot of different people, but never really happening with self. In 6 days, you are really going to be put to this test, whether you're drained, whether you're sane, whether you have the spiritual enlightenment that day, but you're going to crash, and not in a physical sense on the car. Didn't say that, but you're going to crash in the energy of a rebirth, because once you've gotten away, once you've reconnected with self or the energy of the earth here, the planets are going to start to change. Things are going to start to shift, because you have a lot of dark energy surrounding you and your mental state as far as you being creative. And whether or not things are just taking too much time, or you're not getting enough sleep, marriage is not the same, however it goes, because the ring still shines. And you may just be committed to someone, please. Take what resonates. Everybody isn't married, but this commitment here still feels valid. You need this crash, you need this sleep, because in this sleep and dream state, you're going to come to some sort of new clarity, identity, something you've been needing because you're having too much control on everything. You need to let go and loosen up control this week. You got 14 and you got 23. 5 and 5, baby. Thank you, Spirit. 10, you are so close to this breakthrough of new energy and creativeness. Don't blow it. 5 has come through twice, 2 different cards, 2 different lines. We're going to start with 14, and I'm out of here, guys. So 14 is Chala Talusi. 14, this is a goddess. Do not fight against the flow of who you are. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it was your own. That is how you're going to get your power back and get back on top in this energy of feeling like yourself again. Because, what's happening around you, forget the retrogrades, it's the unconscious. Thinking, thank you. The advice from the dead is to trust your intuition, even if it seems to counter reason with the rationality. And sometimes we are just irrational because we think that we're dying. We think that we're drowning. We think we're not going to survive, and we live to see another day at another time. No matter what is going through your mind. Rest is all that you need to have some sort of new creative sign, because it's going to come to you in the dream state. And when it comes to you in the dream state, Pisces, it's going to be the most beautiful thing. So make sure you take a photogenic picture of the image here. I'm going to give everybody a boost of energy. I thank y'all for being a part of the tribe. Every reading doesn't fit everybody every time, but check me out next Friday to catch your sign. Pull from another tarot deck. All right, let's just see it again. Pull from another tarot deck. He wants me to stick around a little longer, guys. Today is a sacred day from the universe. Hallelujah! Yes, Lord. It definitely is, because why? This is the 8-8 portal, and we're tapping into our lion energy. We're tapping into our power of who we are and what we want to see. We are tapping into clearing up things that cause confusion in our minds when we look at things, right? We have to know that everybody is meant for their own purpose. Everybody has a job to do on this planet. And depending on what yours is, you're wrapping in that mindset, or you should be by now anyway at your age. And if you don't know where to begin, start with visualization. Visualize what you want to happen. Visualize that every time you go out, there's money in your hand, literally counting. Visualize that you are the one riding in that car that's the Tesla, or the one that looks nice. That is how you bend the reality. And I swear to God, guys, that is how you turn around your life. I thank y'all for making me 4,000 at the time, y'all. We are solid in the 4th thou. And I thank you guys so much, because this is not an easy job. We have people who hate us. We have people who wish horrible things, but it never comes through, because the alignment is wrapped in the projection of what they do, right? You can tell who looks and really lives good just by the light, okay? Be happy in your energy. Be happy in your spirit. Tonight, before midnight, or this moon ends and it comes up with the sun again, scream out your insecurities to the world, to the universe, privately, and they will be answered. If you want to write it down and burn it, do so immediately. In a safe place, please. But this energy right now is for you to tap in to see the potential. This energy right now is for you to see that we are going through these struggles every single moment in our life, but we still rise again every second. It's just like instant. So think of the things that make you mad. Think of the things that make you sad. Release them all tonight to the moon and come back. Until next time, my poos. Cheers. I say, Ashe.